Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Kawneer number 128439. This is a screw, and it's only a screw is what it is, for their 200762 and 200763 Astragals. It's not unusual for someone to need only the screws. There could be a problem of not having them or getting the Astragal and then requiring screws. Maybe you never had them. Who knows, but we do sell these as individual items. They're quite a specialty screw with an unusual sort of profile all around. And this video is really to serve just as visual evidence, a little bit of dimensional evidence as well. Overall length of this, 0.566, 0.566 in length, so about 9/16. The diameter of the threads, the outside diameter is 0.139 is what that is. The length of the threads, we can tell you that. I'd say right at about 0.32 inch, 0.32. Let's switch to the screen view and let's take a closer look at where exactly you'll encounter these unusual screws. If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it. This is the item we're looking at, but not a whole lot to see here. So what would be of value, and there are photographs down below showing the screw itself, but the link to the manufacturer's page right here. Let's actually copy our part number, 20762. The only difference between, well, I'll explain the difference between the 62 and the 63. You're looking for a document called Service Parts Manual, and I know the 2019 is a good document for this. So do a Control F or find function on your keyboard, and you're going to find standard adjustable Astragal for standard doors, 20762. The 20763 is the same Astragal, with the exception that the pile is longer. So the 128439 is the fastener only for these two models. Okay, that's all it is. The rest of this service manual is pretty helpful because it will show you all things hardware related to Kawneer doors and frames, or at least what's available currently. Everything hardware-wise is in here, everything except the doors and frames, actually. There are other service parts catalogs that are on this page. We've got one that's almost 20 years old, and it's nice to be able to look back. You might encounter an unusual part number, and the ability to look back in time is pretty handy to see. I've referred to that older one a couple of times because someone's asked me for a part number that's not in the current service catalog. Well, it's in the old one, or this one anyway, and I was able to know what it was to a certain extent anyway, and be able to work towards a solution. Kawneer uses hardware that they bring to market as they wrap that into their own product line, but they also use other manufacturers' hardware. I know that I've seen Ives pivots on hardware. I know that I've seen Doromatic exit devices on their doors. So it may not be Kawneer, it could be something more common, at least in terms of commercial hardware. Let's wrap up this video on camera. If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it. So that's this video. Hopefully if a picture is worth 1,000 words, hopefully a video is worth 1,000,000 words. And speaking of 1,000,000 words, I will stop and say thank you very much. If there's any question about this 128439 screw or any other Kawneer product, please feel free to reach out to us. Kawneer's tech support is exceptional. They answer the question every time it's asked, and most of the time they even go well beyond what you've asked for. An example would be, what is the size of this so-and-so? And they will give you the size, but then they'll give you the CAD drawing of it as well. So they really do a great job. Any questions on this or any other Kawneer item, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.